My name is Arvind Rathore. I'm Senior Vice President and Head of Digital Engineering at Virtusa. Virtusa is a $1.2 billion dollar company in the IT services space. We help clients across different industries, banking, healthcare, and telecommunication through our innovation-led solutions.
Okay. So, what opportunities do you see when it comes to AI and analytics in the business space?
Right. So AIML, in my opinion, if you were to believe our analysts at Gartner, there are a lot of technologies that are in the hype cycle. Most of them are 2 to 5 years in terms of their maturity. So I would still rate the stuff that we are doing with AIML in a nascent stage, right? Not to the level that have solved problems at scale. Right, so we are still in a pattern. We're in an area where we are doing pattern recognitions and chatbots and virtual assistants. I think we need to move on from there and solve larger problems, right? So I see, like I said, healthcare, retail, banking, and some of these industries being using AI/ML to solve a lot of problems for the humanity. I think that's where I think the other industries need to follow as well. So transportation is another example where we talk about driverless cars and how AI/ML is helping.
So, apart from opportunities, what could be the roadblocks, or if you look at in the adoption when it comes to adoption of these technologies?
So roadblocks in terms of AI adoption is a couple of different things, right? One is of course data or quality of data, if I may put it that way, because AI models require a lot of data to train models, and a lack of quality data sort of impedes the whole thing, right? So that's one. The second thing is the skills around it, right? So you pick up any report, you'll find that the demand in today's day and age exceeds the supply by at least 50%. So there's huge skill gap in terms of the people that we need to solve problems through AI, right? So those two are the primary things. And third, if I may add, is also around data privacy and trust, right? So like I said, you need a lot of data to train models, and our customers, are you okay to sort of play around with the customer data to train these models, and the whole notion around the thing around data privacy comes into picture. So.
And when you talk about the skills gap, how can organizations, close the skills gap?
So, see, if I talk from an India perspective, I think there has to be very strong sort of connect between three groups. One is the corporate world, the second is the academia, which is the universities and the schools, and the third one being the government, right? So there has to be very strong partnership between the three to bridge these three gaps, right? So today we are not producing enough of AI/ML and data scientist specialists from our universities, right? And therefore, from a corporate world, I think we need to give back. We're sort of fishing from the same pool, and we need those people. So I think we need to give back to the academia to for instance, giving them the curriculum on what's required today for a person to join corporate and solve problems through AI and ML. Not only in terms of investment, but having sort of train the trainer programs, establish some of the center of excellences within this college, which can then be the next cradle for the next number of people that are coming through universities, and government through its policies around how they can incentivize education and cooperate to help this whole ecosystem.
Yeah. And what do you think of Cypher? As an event, what do you think it's presenting in terms of fostering these technologies?
Yes, it's a fantastic event. Let me tell you that. And I was speaking this morning, and the crowd and the response was overwhelming. And it was a fantastic platform for people across India, if not outside India, to come and join this sort of whole movement around what's happening in the data analytics space. So a fantastic platform, and kudos and keep it up.